Question: is the sitting of at-tawarruk done in the ranks, or is that sitting only for the imam or munfarid? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. First of all, let's be sure that we understand that all of the sitting positions mentioned in the hadith describing the Prophet's prayer are recommended and not required, so long as an individual sits in a manner that is regarded as sitting. He has met the minimum requirement for the validity of prayer. That said, both the sitting positions of al-iftirash and at-tawarruk are sunnah, recommended and encouraged practices. And the writings of the scholars seem to indicate that they are recommended for the munfarid, the person praying individually, the imam, the person leading others in prayer, and the ma'mum, the person being led in prayer by an imam. One indication is the debate amongst the scholars in their works on jurisprudence, generally, and specifically in their discussions on prayer regarding how the masbuq, the person who has missed a portion of the congregational prayer, should sit, muftarishan or mutawarrikan. So there's a debate amongst the scholars in their books on jurisprudence if a person comes late to prayer and he's joining the ranks with other musallin, and he's going to sit for what would be for him the first tashahhud, but would be for the imam the final tashahhud. Should he, in that case, in that sitting, should he sit muftarishan or mutawarrikan? And this debate is a debate amongst those scholars who hold that one sitting is for the first tashahhud and the other sitting is for the second tashahhud. So they have this debate in their books of fiqh. This debate itself indicates that they consider these two sittings or these two sitting positions sunnah for the ma'mun. For the ma'mum, the one being led by an imam, even while praying in the ranks with other worshippers on either side or both sides of him. That said, we must bear in mind that these two sitting positions are recommended, not required. And if an individual insists on observing them in a crowded row of worshippers, he is likely to cause discomfort and irritation to his fellow worshippers, which is prohibited. If the positions of al-iftirash and at-tawarruk cannot be observed without intruding on the personal space of fellow worshippers and causing prohibited irritation and discomfort to them, then these positions should be abandoned and another style of sitting adopted that does not produce these negative results. And that is because a sunnah is not to be observed if it results in the commission of a prohibited deed, haram. As our religion teaches us, darul mafasid muqaddam ala jalb al-masalih, preventing harm supersedes procuring benefit. By extension, avoiding what is prohibited or sinful supersedes doing what is merely recommended. When we have to choose between doing something which will result in haram, but that thing that we want to do is recommended, then we give precedence to avoiding the haram, and therefore we have to leave the recommended thing. So in summary, al-iftirash and at-tawarruk are both sunnah for the ma'mum, the one being led in prayer, provided that observing these two sitting positions does not create discomfort and irritation for the other worshippers in the congregational prayer. And Allah knows best. Hada wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain.